The title of my last video for Polkadot was "The Downward Pressure is Just Too Much." And I think we're still seeing that right now on the daily charts of DOT. I'm still seeing downward pressure. And I think short term, we're looking at lower lows. Let me explain what I'm seeing. I'll start by going to one of my favorite tools, that's tradingview.com. We're going to look at the technical analysis. If I could click the right button here for Polkadot. There we go right there. And let's scroll down. Here we are, technical analysis for DOT on the 1 day. We're showing a neutral. Oscillators are neutral. Moving averages sell on the 1 week. A buy on the summary. Oscillators are neutral. Moving averages a buy. And on the 1 month, we're showing neutral with oscillators a sell, moving averages a buy. Kind of been ranging lately and taking it on the chin since really the highs of December. You could say that about pretty much any altcoin. Now, Bitcoin has made some new highs in January, but even Bitcoin is struggling now after this fantastic run up we saw on DOT from October, from about 3.6 up to 9.6 right here on the 26th of December. Well, since then we've just been giving back the gains, and that has been what all of crypto has been doing, and it's 100% expected. For anything to go up 300% in 2.5 months, you just have to expect some retracement, some correction, some pullback, whatever term you want to give it. That is what we are experiencing right now. I also want to say this: anything I talk about in this video right now, I'm talking about short term, over the next couple of weeks. Long term crypto, I am bullish. I hold crypto long term, and I'm looking for a fantastic year in 2024. But you can see with DOT, after this fantastic run up I've already mentioned, I had identified these levels of 7.3 to 7.6 as being critical levels to hold for price to continue going up. Well, it did not hold. On the 3rd of January, back when we had that Bitcoin flush, Bitcoin went from 45,000 to 41,000 in about 2 hours, based on some unsubstantiated rumors that the SEC was going to deny the Bitcoin ETFs. It pushed Bitcoin down, and a lot of coins suffered. Pretty much every coin suffered, really. And DOT was one of them, which pushed us below. You can see the long wick. It pushed us way below this critical level of 7.3 to 7.6. Now, we fell, continued to fall until a few days before the ETF was approved and Bitcoin started making a run up. And these 2 days are from the post ETF approval by Bitcoin. And so basically, DOT has been following Bitcoin since this push down, the run up, and now just like Bitcoin is falling, so is DOT. I think that everything right now is going to follow Bitcoin. Many of the altcoins seem to be following the same pattern as Bitcoin. Therefore, I'm going to look at Bitcoin to get some insight on what could be coming up next. This is the daily chart for Bitcoin. You can see the rising channel we've been in. This started, sometime the 1st of December, you can see where we had higher lows and higher highs, creating this nice channel run up. And this was that flush I talked about where we went from 45.5 to 41.5 in 2 hours. We did recover some, and this is the pre and post ETF approval days where we actually went up and tagged 49,000. People smarter than me that I listened to said if we tagged 49, 50,000, that would be fantastic. That's what they expected, but that it was going to be very difficult to break 50,000 this run up, just because we had a fantastic move in October, and there was going to be a lot of people looking to sell and take profit around this area right here. That clearly has happened as Bitcoin has fallen all the way down to 41. Right now, Bitcoin's around 42.2, but what we have done is we have closed for the first time in over a month outside of this rising channel. We have gained some of that back, but I think in the next few days, sometime in the next few days, we're going to tag this 40,000 again on Bitcoin. Then we'll just have to see what happens. Will the market buy that up? Will it buy it back up to 42, 43,000 before making another run down into this 34 to 38,000? Some are calling for us to fall into this 34 to 38,000 range while we sit, rebase, find another foundation for the April halving coming up in Bitcoin, and then they are expecting all-time highs in Bitcoin after that. That's down the road. I'm talking about the next few days. Will not surprise me to see price just completely fall out of this channel and hit 40,000, or maybe even rise back up to 44 or so and then fall out of the channel. We'll just have to see. But that affects DOT in this way. This is a very important level, as I've already mentioned. This green line right here is the 0.618 level or the Fibonacci level drawn from these October lows to the December highs. I like to use this level 0.618 to indicate if a trend is still continuing or if the trend has changed. Obviously, with this being an uptrend, any price action below that level would indicate the trend has changed, and it looks like we're going to fall below that level. If Bitcoin continues to fall, DOT will fall below that level. We closed at that level today or yesterday and seen a little pushback, but I expect, just like I did expect Bitcoin to fall, I expect DOT to fall down into the 7 range and maybe even down to the 6.5, and we'll have to see how price reacts there. It just seems like we've got too much downward pressure. We're also creating what is a downtrend with lower lows and lower highs. High, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, perhaps a lower or at least equivalent low, down around 6.5, 6.3, that area right there. So this is the next area you need to watch. I think this area, I could be wrong. I could wake up tomorrow morning and go to make new videos and find that Bitcoin is over 46,000. It's a crazy world out there. It's a crazy world. I'm just going on base what I'm thinking. I think this line right here, 0.6, the 618 fib line, right around 7.3, is as good as gone. I think we'll find ourselves down here in the next few days, certainly in the next week, and then we'll have to see what happens. Do I think DOT's going to poop the bed? I do not. It's too good. It's run up too far. Just like I don't expect Bitcoin to poop the bed. Even if Bitcoin got down here to 34,000, which it could, I mean, it could. I would hate to see it fall that far, maybe to 38. That would be fine. Not that I have any say in the matter. I'd hate for it to start seeing 34s printing. But it could, and if it does, DOT's going to start printing probably down here 6 or maybe sub 6. But I don't, unless the excuse me, unless the entire crypto world blows up, there's no way we're going getting back down here to these October lows anytime soon. And it may be we never see those lows again, ever. That's right. It may be we don't see those lows again, ever. And that would be fantastic news for everybody that is in DOT. All right. Short term, I see us falling. Long term, we're just fine. I will keep an eye on the price action for you. Be sure to check back. I'll keep you updated on the price action as we move forward. All right, y'all, take care out there. Be careful.